Greetings, light workers. I've been missing you guys. I'm trying to recover from birthday attitude. You know how that is. Even if you're not in a pandemic and you can't do all the runabout that you would normally run about, there's an energy that comes with your solar return that's like a big whoop. And takes a minute to get back into whatever normal is for today. So, meanwhile, it is December the 14th, Monday. The cards have been shuffled and divined, and the message is as follows. The first card that fell for today is the Four of Abundance. The Four of Abundance. If you look at this little person, they got all kinds of stuff. There's snow around, which is saying slow down. There's a big bag of money and a whole bunch of other bags of money on the chair, and they got bags of money in their hand, and flowers growing next to the chair, which says to me that life is grand. They got some balance there. There's a four. The fours also speak to logic and assertiveness and creativity. So this four is saying it's time to evaluate. Our ship has come in. We have plenty. Now, are you holding back your heart? Are you spending too much? Are you giving away too much? So the questions for the day with this card theme is, don't forget to be charitable. Don't forget to reflect and take time to look at exactly, with all the abundance and joy that's come your way, are you being open about it? Are you being too open about it? And let's look at ways in which we hold back. Because abundance does not have to just be of material things. You could have a wealth of love and compassion, and you are not as willing to give as you once were. So we're being asked to evaluate, slow things down for a minute, and look at where we are and where it is we'd like to go. The first card that supports this Four of Abundance is choosing your path. And this person here is looking out over the horizon, recognizing that all things are possible, and trying to figure out where you're going now. And what it says here is you have the power to choose. So don't allow the restrictions and limitations of your life setting here, the restrictions and limitations given to you by your birth situation. You know, I don't know about you, but I know the first child oftentimes feels like, oh, we gotta handle the business, gotta keep it down. And you know, like I know, anybody who steps in that place of handling the business and keeping it down ain't never gonna get a day off. Because guess what? People gonna look for you to handle the business and keep it down. And you know, there is a sense of value. There's a sense of maybe power. There's a sense of feeling good about being given responsibility. Perhaps you at one point weren't responsible. But let's look at it now. After you take it all in, and you continue to take it all in, and you continue to give it all away, it's the time for a halt. And this supports that Four of Abundance, because Spirit will bless you for being a blessing to others. But then sometimes there's that piece that needs to find balance, where in being a blessing to others over and over again, and not taking a moment to be grateful for the blessings that you have acquired and the blessing that you are to yourself, will have us capsize. You look around and you're sick and you're tired and your bones, body aches, and you're the one to keep it down, holds it down. Who's going to show up for you? So maybe it's time to choose a path that allows you to show up for yourself. That too is possible. Because with that showing up, if you don't keep, or I don't keep, my energy balanced, then I'm going to have some resentments, because I can't give it all away and then have something to hold myself down. I was never intended to take away the woes of the world. I was intended to be supportive. I was intended to show others how, if someone showed me. So this card says, go beyond the predictable behavior, because people know you're going to show up if you're that girl or that guy. So give them some support and step aside. Save a crumb or two. And if you've been saving a crumb or two, save yourself a slice. That's what they told me to tell you. This second card that supports the Four of Abundance is Boundless Love. And it says, today I'll open my eyes to a little wider and walk a little taller, noticing that the world around me is filled with tiny miracles. This is in mind. With this in mind, it's easy to fall in love over and over again with everything, the honeybees, the neon signs. And while I'm feeling this inspired and this in love, everything else seems to sort itself out and fall into place. Well, we know that when we bring in the good juice energy, ain't nothing else to come but the good juice energy. And if you seem to see something else, it won't be there long, as long as you're holding on to what's good in your world in a powerful way. The final card from probably my favorite deck, and that's the Everyday Miracle, says, I feel the love of God within me now. How could you not feel it? It is what gives you breath, creativity, the ability to love those around you, the ability to see the good around you, the ability to anchor in the good around you, the ability to throw off those little things, gnats and stuff, that it would have you think there's anything less than good around you. Change the channel above that. Even though I know they're bombarding us with the woe, you can turn it off and go in and find that good that supports you and share it with somebody else, so that in your tribe, what surrounds you is what supports you, and vice versa. This card says your task is not to seek for love, but merely to seek to find out all the barriers within yourself you've built up against it. So with that said, the message I got for today is, good things are happening no matter what you are hearing to the contrary. Seek balance, look for the good, and be grateful that you are catapulted every day into some energy that can motivate you. If you revere it, if you just but notice it, there's always a reason to smile. So with that said, namaste, and have the best Monday of your choosing. It's a rainy day. This is saying go out and expand. It's saying pull it back and look before you expand and explore too far. We have a new moon in Sagittarius cutting into a Capricorn energy. So it's saying go out, look, explore. It's also saying take heed to the patterns so that you do your best exploring. Thank you for listening, and be well. Happy Monday.